Hey guys, what's going on? Shorty SX here, and welcome to episode 2 of my random streak spots. Now today we're doing Oasis, which I think is a great choice because not only is it a semi-new map, but it's also got very unique spawn points and is a little misunderstood by quite a few people. Now, just like in any other streak spot, we're first going to do a little bit of a chalkboard type of thing where I actually just show you the map, the spawn points, and we'll get to the gameplay halfway through the video. Anyway, so without any further ado, just make sure you recognize all the spawn points. As you notice, Oasis only has 9, which is a lot less than any other map, and the one thing you should definitely keep in mind is that there are 8 people in free-for-all. This means there's only one spawn point open at all times if all the others are taken or if someone had just spawned. Now, please look around the map and notice where the lobby is in the bottom section. Now, if you spawn on the left side of the lobby, you spawn staring at one of those bookshelves or whatever is in the middle of the room. If you spawn on the right, however, of the lobby, you are actually staring at the person who spawned on the left. So there's a very good chance that if 2 people spawn in the lobby, one of them is staring at the other as the countdown is going, and the second person, the one in the sights, it has no idea. So if you do spawn on the left side of the lobby, be careful and dodge that bullet as soon as you can, just in case there's someone there. Okay. Now, the lobby is also the most common place for a streak spot because it is by far the most popular spot in the entire map. I don't know why, maybe it's because it's in the middle of all the spawn points. But anyway, everyone tends to run in there, especially in the little stairs on the left side of the lobby or the stairs on the right side of the lobby which lead you down to the cafe. People are going to run through there all the time, and it's a very, very good spot to control, and if you can't control it well, definitely do it. Now, the other spot I want to show you guys today is the spot around C-Dom and Spa. You may notice that there is less spawns around there, or there's a few less spawns around there, and people don't tend to generally run in that direction too much, but it's a great spot and it's a lot easier to handle. Now, just as a final thing, there is actually a third spot I found that I kind of like, which is around A-Dom. The only thing there is you have to make enough noise for everyone in the game to kind of understand that that's where you are and to start running to you, especially the guys from the lobby. If you do that, then you actually do have enough people to kill, and you can totally run around there, hide and cover, and get your streaks. Anyway, the last thing I want you to pay attention is that all the spawn points are actually kind of in the bottom part of the map, and there's nothing around the tower at the very top, so just keep that in mind when you're walking around the map. Anyway, let's get to the actual gameplay. Alright, and let's get into the streak. Now, as you can see, I'm kind of spawning by the taxis and luggage and heading right down to the lobby. Now, as I said, be really careful with the lobby. The lobby is a bit of a crazy place because lots of people go there, and you can expect to see anyone pop out of any one of those columns, so be careful. Now, the main reason we want to actually stick to the lobby and these general streak spots on a map like Oasis is because Oasis is a very open map. As in, it reminds me actually of Counter-Strike maps back in the day, because when you're out in the open, like not here, but when you're out in the actual open part of the map, you're very, very, very open, as in you don't have the usual type of Call of Duty cover around you. You can't really blend with the environment. There are no bushes to jump behind. There's no cover in general. It's a very squarish type of open, free map, as you can see. You know, and that's what makes it a little bit unique, and that's what makes it so important for you to actually stay in these specific spots, or to stay in spots where you're not extremely open, where you can actually take cover nicely. Now, what you see happen here is, I know that the lobby streak spot was actually not that hot, as in people were not running to it like crazy, so I figured, hey, let's switch it up and go to the C-Dom, which is where I am right now. Now, you realize this little spot thing I'm going into is a 2-story building, and it's actually quite nice because if you're inside, the people on C-Dom are spawning because, well, you're not looking at them and the game is registering the spawn points as active. So, if you pretty much run around the entire area here, you can get up to 3 spawn points from C-Dom and Cafe, if you need to just go rewind video and check out the spawn points, but also the one from B-Dom, which is kind of in the middle of the map. And the one thing you should really pay attention to in this specific style of playing with the spot is that I do not stay in one spot. Now, a lot of people kind of get into the actual spot, like the building, whether it's the first or the second floor, or the little balcony on the right, where I am right now, or anyway. But a lot of people kind of get in there and they stay in there trying to, you know, camp or get kills or something. Same thing I see happening in the lobby and how people are trying to camp that one. And I'll tell you one thing, do not do it. It will not work, especially on this map. On this map, it will not work because everybody is running to these spots, and anyone who realizes you're there will come and kill you, and there's very little you can do about it. you can see that here by just shooting 1 or 2 people in the spot, I've already had them run at me like crazy. And that's not really a unique situation, that's just how it is in this game. Anyway, you definitely just keep on doing what I'm showing you right here, as in just run around the entire place, don't stay in one spot, just make sure you give the spawns a chance to spawn somebody new, and just run around and pick up those skills. If you build up your specialist skill streak up like I am right now, it obviously becomes a lot easier, but you should not get cocky. Don't run out into the open. Don't be too crazy. Like, for example, what I'm doing now is fine because there's only a limited number of spawns around me, but it's still dangerous. It's still a lot more dangerous than staying in a more covered place like where I'm right now. Just keep these things in mind and you'll do fine. Trust me. I mean, in the end of the day, you know, Oasis is just another map, and it's a really fun map, so if you just keep in mind how it's a little different from the rest and how you as players should approach it differently, then you guys will do fine. I have no doubt in that. Anyway, now the last little tip I want to give you, which is not really specific to free-for-all, is if you are struggling with the map, if you find yourself dying more than you feel you should, then don't do what I'm doing right now, as in running right through the middle of the open space, but try and stick close to the walls while moving around. This will make you a much harder target for your enemies, much harder to see, and it will probably give you that extra chance of taking cover. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Do give it a rating, perhaps a favorite if you think it deserves it. And if you like it, do check out the previous episode, which was on Underground. Otherwise, click on the link with all my quickscoping tips, which basically covers all the videos I've done on anything to do with quickscoping and my tips. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.